All right, let's get a little bit of analysis following that decision by the Speaker, Baleka Mbete, announced today that there will be a vote in secret tomorrow after that push by the opposition parties, and really she waited till the 11th hour to give us her announcement. On the line, we've got constitutional law expert Professor Gutto. Professor, great to have you with us. Did she have any other choice? Julius Malema from the EFF is saying really this was legal advice given what the Constitutional Court said a few weeks ago. She just didn't have any other direction to go in.
Well, I think that the Speaker of the National Assembly made a fundamental pronouncement today. It is fundamental in terms of building constitutional democracy, where the Constitution is the supreme law of the country. And the Constitution doesn't indicate that voting in Parliament must be according to party dictates, but according to really members of the National Assembly demonstrating that they represent the people. They don't represent the party. And I think there's been a confusion there where the ruling party has been saying, you are in Parliament because we sent you there, and therefore you must vote according to the party dictate. But the National Speaker has come out clearly to say, I'm making a decision on the basis of Section 1 of the Constitution about founding values to the Constitution. At the same time, one where we really are able to indicate that we are members of the National Assembly, represent the people, and they don't represent the party while they're in Parliament. And I think that is fundamental. It will be discussed. I think there's going to be a lot of discussions about that. So I think it was an important decision. The question is, of course, whether tomorrow, what will be the actual behavior of members of the National Assembly? Will they go with party dictates, or will they see themselves as representatives of the people and therefore be able to vote according to their conscience? I think that at the moment, the Speaker has indicated it will be separate, and I think as it goes forward, this will become a foundation for future behavior within Parliament and the role of Parliament in our democracy.
It's going to be very hard for them, and the ANC has made it clear that they should vote with the party. That'll be on their mind, even though it's a secret ballot now. Do you think the ANC itself, in its rhetoric, in its dictating that is the way that MPs should vote, that some could even be ejected if it had not been secret, are they disrespecting the Constitutional Court ruling?
Well, I think it is going to be difficult. We can't say that by the ruling of the Speaker that they will vote according to their conscience in separate ballot, that will lead to really a decision which is not that which is dictated by the ruling party. The reason for that is, of course, outside the Speaker's mandate, because it's a question of who will be in Parliament. It will be ministers, deputy ministers, and so on, fighting to protect their own privileges that they get from their position. And from that point of view, it will be personal decisions of those people rather than what the Speaker has said. But the Speaker has put a principle which I think is important in building constitutional democracy, but the behavior in terms of actual voting tomorrow will demonstrate that most of the people in National Assembly will be voting for their own protection and their own benefits rather than for the country and democracy in the country.
You're right, it's hard to vote yourself out of a job. Just explain, hypothetically, if it happened, that the motion of no confidence in the president passed, a whole lot of things are triggered. We see the whole of cabinet stepping down. Just explain those procedures and why does everybody have to go?
Well, that is written in the Constitution that if there's a motion of no confidence, the president, the cabinet, which are ministers and the deputies, will go with him. And that is the difficulty. And I think that we can't presume that tomorrow we'll see the president being removed, because it means that a lot of people will lose the benefits that they are getting at the moment. But that can be changed later on. But for the moment, I think it is very unlikely that we'll see the president being removed.
I agree with you. The ANC should be considering the mood of the country, though, and there is a lot of anger. What do you think the consequences are for the party if it ignores that sentiment?
Well, I don't think that the party will really remove the president. Most of members of the African National Congress will be protecting their own positions. It's not only a question of the president, but a whole lot of them. Yeah. So from that point of view, the victory is very uncertain that we will get 50 members of the African National Congress voting against the president. And from that point of view, I think we should welcome the decision of the Speaker and setting a precedent for the future. But in terms of the outcome, I doubt very much if most members, at least 50 of members of the ANC, will vote together with the opposition in removing the president, the cabinet, and the deputy ministers from their position.
All right, constitutional expert Gutto, hopefully you can stay with us on the line. But let's take you now live to Parliament, where we're joined by